Right now at 5, May is Stroke Awareness Month, and a La Crosse man says he's lucky to be alive after suffering one last month. And Minnesota lawmakers try to amend the state constitution to include abortion and LGBTQ rights.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is on assignment. La Crosse Regional Airport getting an upgrade this afternoon. 2 of the American Airlines flights to Chicago will now be on an E-175 jet. It seats an additional 26 passengers and has first-class availability. The upgrade to a larger plane comes about a year after Delta Airlines stopped servicing La Crosse Regional. The airport's business manager says he hopes the new plane will give other airlines the proof they need to begin service at the airport.
It's very important for airlines to see that our Coulee region will utilize the airport in their air travel needs. So as long as we can fill the planes, this is, again, a very important step in our air service journey.
Right now, American Airlines operates 3 flights a day from La Crosse Regional to Chicago O'Hare. May is Stroke Awareness Month. According to the CDC, someone in the U.S. suffers a stroke every 40 seconds. That's more than 795,000 people per year. More sobering is the news that someone dies from a stroke every 3 minutes. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall introduces us to a former UWL professor who shares his story of survival. Jeremy?
Yeah, Emily, last month, Jim Parker woke up with tingling in his left hand. When he couldn't move his fingers, he went to the ER where he suffered a stroke. Parker's lucky he got medical help when he did, or things could have possibly gotten worse.
Okay, hold on.
At 82 years old, Jim Parker is no stranger to health issues.
Heart conditions, stents, a variety. I have pulmonary issues, a whole variety.
Last month, he opened a new and more frightening door in his health journey, joining the nearly 800,000 people who are diagnosed with a stroke each year.
I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning about 3 weeks ago, and I couldn't move my left hand.
He went to the ER where doctors told him the news. Bethany Gertler, who manages Gunderson's stroke program, says it's not always obvious to patients. Symptoms to watch out for range from changes in your balance and vision to weakness in the body and changes in speech.
We'll see slurring of words, or we'll see that you won't be able to communicate appropriately. All of these symptoms come on very suddenly. So you have them 1 minute, don't have them 1 minute, and have them the next.
Gertler says strokes can happen at any age, but they're more common for people 70 and up. She says, like many diseases, the older we get, the more at risk we are. Getting help immediately is critical.
There are treatments for the different types of stroke, whether it's a type of stroke where you have bleeding into your brain tissue or a blockage in blood flow. But both types of treatment are extremely time dependent. And if they are identified and seek treatment too late, then it can cause significant permanent damage.
After his diagnosis, Parker had decisions to make.
I could have either had a clot buster, or I could leave it go as it was because it was considered a relatively minor incident.
He decided to leave it and adjust his medications. He's one of the lucky ones, alive in part because he sought help immediately. He encourages everyone to do the same.
People should realize you don't have to be embarrassed to go to the ER when you have these symptoms. You need to take action because it won't just affect you. Every member of your family is going to be affected if you end up with a serious stroke.
Exercise plays a vital role in stroke prevention. Parker says he's staying healthy by exercising regularly and dieting as best as he can. Emily.
All right, Jeremy Wall, thank you. Well, a beautiful past 2 days we've had. Sunny, a little breezy, but that's going to change again come tomorrow. Greg, it looks like we have some rain headed our way.
We certainly do for tomorrow, especially going into tomorrow morning. We have showers and thunderstorms, kind of all the activity, all the severe weather here into the plains. It's associated with that system that'll be approaching. But for today, plenty of skies, sunshine out there. High clouds have started to increase this afternoon, still getting up into the low to mid 70s for most of the area, with that wind starting to pick up a little bit out of the southeast. So this evening, really, that's the story. Just increasing high clouds. That wind will start getting up to the 10 to 15, maybe in 15 to 20 occasionally out of the east-southeast. That's the story for both locations as we go about, with temperatures falling back into the 60s, low 60s by the time we get to 10 p.m. Now, right now, just increasing clouds to the west. No precipitation to be expected. It's well south and west of the area right now, but that is coming. There's your system that's producing the severe weather that just started down in the plains, where they have a high risk down there, one of the rare high risks we've seen in quite a while. But that is what I expect. We'll see more of that activity approach overnight, but it won't be really until 4 a.m. that we start seeing it approach western areas, and it will fall apart. But we'll keep an eye to see how strong it does. But we're going to see that line come throughout the morning hours, and so it's going to be a wet morning commute. But later on, we'll kind of break down how long that lasts and whether we see any more storms this Tuesday afternoon and what Wednesday has to hold. All that a bit later in the broadcast.
Hopefully not too many storms, though.
Now, we'll see.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Greg. A 26-year-old Pennsylvania man is now behind bars after walking into a church and trying to shoot the pastor. It happened Sunday while Reverend Glenn Germany was live streaming a sermon at his church outside of Pittsburgh. Police say the suspect walked right to the front, pointed a gun at Germany, and pulled the trigger, but the gun didn't fire. Church Deacon Clarence McAllister tackled the gunman, and Germany jumped in to pry the gun away.
You know, he shot. You can hear it, the gun click. He shot, and he came towards me. And no, I haven't digested yet. No, I don't know what's on my mind right now. Later on, I may have other thoughts, but right now, everything just happened so fast.
Police say the suspect, Bernard Polite, said, quote, "God told me to do it." Polite faces numerous charges, including aggravated assault and attempted homicide. After the incident at the church, police found a relative of the suspect shot to death inside the suspect's home. That investigation continues. Minnesota lawmakers hoping to amend the state's constitution to protect abortion and LGBTQ rights. The Minnesota Equal Rights Amendment, if approved, would make it harder for future lawmakers to repeal those rights. The amendment's wording would prohibit the state from discriminating against anyone on the basis of race, color, national origin, ancestry, disability, or sex, including gender identity, expression, and sexual orientation. The state also couldn't discriminate over a person's decision on whether to become or remain pregnant. If lawmakers approve the amendment this session, it then heads to the 2026 ballot. If it gets enough votes, the amendment would take effect on January 1st through 2027. Wisconsin's 77th Alice in Dairyland has been named. The state's Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection announced that Haley Heinzel will take on the title. Heinzel is from Economowalk. She will graduate this month from UW-Madison with a degree in Life Sciences Communication. Heinzel will spend the year educating communities about Wisconsin's agriculture. She'll begin her term this July. Hamas says it's agreeing to a ceasefire deal, what the Biden administration is saying as Israel considers its response.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Altra's A+ accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees. Open your account online and start getting more from your checking account. Altra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Spring is here! The grass is getting green and the flowers are blooming. And along with that comes the rain. Hi, Andrew Larson here from Larson Home Services. When's the last time someone inspected your roof, giving you the peace of mind that your roof was good to go for another year? At Larson Home Services, we'll give you a free 16-point inspection letting you know the true condition of your roof. Remember, when you think roofing, think Larson, Wisconsin's best roofing experience.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop
to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Get ready to witness the thrill of the chase. Ramlinger Collector Car Auctions invites you to join the excitement. Save the dates, May 31st and June 1st in Winona, Minnesota. Experience the electrifying atmosphere as classic cars go under the hammer. Visit RamlingerAuctions.com to learn more and secure your spot. Be part of the action. Be part of the crowd. Join us and be part of the excitement at Ramlinger Collector Car Auctions, where passion meets performance. Visit RamlingerAuctions.com for more details.
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay. You can lift it back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Columbia University announced today it is canceling its main spring graduation. The decision comes after weeks of protests at the school, with pro-Palestinian demonstrators calling for the university to divest from Israel. Columbia will instead hold school-level ceremonies over the next 2 weeks. The student newspaper partnered with New York Magazine to show an inside perspective of the protests and the university's response.
And we've spoken to these students who said that the risk that was on the line for them when it came to arrest, suspension, and now expulsion being on the line is very severe and very significant. And it was sort of despite that, I am participating because, and there's sort of their belief, it's like if the people in Gaza are experiencing this, I can kind of go through this discomfort or this even challenge.
Now, Columbia is not the first school forced to change plans as demonstrations continue. Last week, the University of Southern California also canceled its commencement and instead will hold an event at the LA Coliseum. For many of these students, this will be their second missed graduation after COVID-19 canceled high school ceremonies in 2020. And as protests continue across the U.S., in the Middle East, the war between Israel and Hamas may be escalating as the Israeli army announced it has begun a long-planned operation in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. This comes after Hamas said it was accepting a ceasefire deal, but it may not have been the ceasefire deal that was actually on the table. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
The Israeli military says it's attacking Hamas targets in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said operations are moving ahead, in part to pressure Hamas to release Israeli hostages.
When it comes to our hostages, we will do everything in our power to bring them home. Diplomatically, militarily, we'll do everything in our power to bring them home. But the one thing which we won't allow is for Hamas to remain standing at the end of this war.
The streets of Rafah had erupted in cheers after word Hamas officials accepted a ceasefire proposal Monday evening. But the terms of that proposal have not been made clear.
Because we are still reviewing the response that has come in and because we are working on this in real time and trying to reach an agreement, I'm just going to decline to comment.
Earlier, Israel's military has told as many as 100,000 Palestinian civilians in Rafah to get to an extended safety zone before the Israeli army moves in with, quote, extreme force. The U.S. has objected to the invasion of Rafah out of concern for the more than 1 million Palestinians who fled to the city from other parts of Gaza. President Biden spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Monday morning.
The president was very direct and consistently so this morning that we don't want to see major ground operations in Rafah that put these people at greater risk.
Biden met with Jordan's King Abdullah II at the White House Monday afternoon to discuss how to get more humanitarian aid into Gaza. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Prime Minister Netanyahu's office says it will send working-level mediators to discuss the possibility of reaching an agreement with Hamas under conditions that are acceptable to Israel. Top celebrities are preparing to walk the red carpet at this year's Met Gala. A look at this year's hosts and theme.
Yeah, it's going to have wet weather for tomorrow, but it's not going to be an all-day rain. We still got some dry periods for the next couple days. I'll time out when we'll see the storms, how long it'll last, and what our temperatures look like for the rest of this week. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Asher Lassen Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Join us for our spring open house Friday, May 10th at our showroom in Onalaska. Enjoy super spring savings with up to 25% off your entire purchase at Asher Lassen Exteriors.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. Moving piles of earth, towing up to 4,000 pounds, cutting millions of blades of grass. We could keep trying to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Looking for laminate or wood flooring? Why choose Carpets to Go? At Wisconsin's premier flooring sales, Carpets to Go has the best in selection and name brands. Forget what you thought about laminate. Today's laminate is better, stronger, and more stylish than ever. Wood flooring brings an elegance to any room, and there's a wood type and stain for every room. With free estimates and design, financing, and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets to Go at their convenient location in Onalaska.
Are your toilets in need of an upgrade? Not only can older toilets be uncomfortable, they can also clog more and increase your utility bills. At Maxwell White, we offer professionally trusted Kohler toilets. Our popular best-selling toilet is the Kohler Highline, available in various heights to provide ultimate accessibility and ease of use. Don't wait. Start enjoying the exceptional power, innovation, and water-saving sustainability of a new Kohler toilet. Trust the toilet experts at Maxwell White. Plumbing done right. Call today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A parade of A-listers will be descending on New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art Monday for fashion's biggest night out. This year's Met Gala is being co-chaired by Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, Chris Hemsworth, and Zendaya. The theme is the Garden of Time, a 1962 sci-fi story by British author J.G. Ballard. Inspired by the story, which takes place in a garden of mind-bending florals, the museum has created an exhibition that features the connection between nature and technology. Using AI, the exhibit will reimagine fashion pieces that are hundreds of years old. Celebrities often use the Met Gala's theme to dress for the occasion, creating quite the scene on the red carpet. But aside from the fashion spectacle, the gala is above all a fundraiser for the museum. Last year's event raised nearly $22 million. And Greg is actually wearing a nice floral tie today to tie into that event. We're going to go send it back to him to talk about our flip-flopping forecast that we have again this week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not on the A list. I'm a B list, right? Maybe C list. And we'll get down to the point there. Yeah, we do have rain coming back and forth. It's gonna be a back and forth week, but overall, we'll still see plenty of dry breaks. Like tomorrow morning, really is gonna be the wettest period I think of the whole entire week. Really guaranteed wet and stormy. Afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, kind of hit and miss that goes through the evening hours, so plenty of dry periods still. And Wednesday right now does look dry, but it won't be as nice as probably today regarding cloud cover though. Severe threat this week, at least for tonight through tomorrow morning. We're kind of looking at there's a small threat. We'll see if these storms make it. They're going to race towards the area, but they will weaken. We'll see if we get something about those storms. And then in the afternoon, we might actually see some storms pop up that could have maybe some hail in them too, some small hail. So there's a threat there, but it's very limited, and if anyone sees it, very isolated. Right now, the main severe threat is down in the south where they have quite a bit of an outbreak that's probably going to be happening. Already tornado warnings down there, but the whole watch thing right there. So that's actually what we're going to see lift northeast towards our area eventually, the northern piece of this, but it is going to weaken as I showed earlier, and we'll show that right now. Overall, increasing clouds throughout the night. Here's that line that begins to approach. You can kind of see it push further southeast, kind of pushing pretty fast. So some of these initial storms right there might have a little bit of a gusty wind thread as they do lift through the area, but they will weaken towards 5 a.m. That's a morning commute. They're going to kind of lift through the area all the way up to the north time. By 6 a.m., we'll probably start seeing Eau Claire ahead of the line, some showers, thunderstorms. Behind this one, then more just steady light rain coming through the morning commute. It'll continue to push northeast and then start to weaken a little bit, but you notice the break then after about 9 for areas to the south of La Crosse. We might still see a spotty shower or two. That'll continue to lift north, so by about 9 or 10, a lot of the steadier rain will push off to the north of Eau Claire, but still throughout the morning and afternoon, a lot of hit and miss showers. So still plenty of dry areas, but if you give color, you might see a thunderstorm. Then in the afternoon, notice you might see a little bit more sun down here. That'll help boost those temperatures potentially up into the 70s. That may also help to make the atmosphere a little bit more unstable, so more hit and miss showers and thunderstorms toward the afternoon hours. This continues through the evening. I think there might be an uptick, an increase in coverage towards the evening commute as we come through. And one of these storms, once again, could have maybe some small hail, some gusty winds. Not expecting severe weather, but something to keep in mind of. So that's what we're looking at tomorrow. Severe threats, I mentioned, very marginal, but that wind threat maybe in the morning, maybe a hail threat in the afternoon. That's what we're kind of looking through, but very isolated and a very low chance to see it. Beyond that, Wednesday actually looks fairly quiet as that pushes off to the north. We have another system to the south, but that's going to take its time to get up to the areas. You see it spinning down towards Iowa. So Wednesday looks good. We might start seeing some activity as we go towards Wednesday night. But for tonight, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms not till after 5 a.m. probably. Otherwise, temperatures just lowering back into the 50s with that breezy conditions too out of the southeast. Then as we go to the 8th day tomorrow, there's your chance of thunderstorms going through in the morning. Less of activity in the afternoon. Wednesday dry. Thursday definitely going to be cool back in the low 60s. And then Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, shaping up nicely.
Starts off kind of showery on Saturday, a lot of hit and miss, but then Sunday so far looks okay, which we should be in the low 70s by that time. So hopefully that holds.
Oh yeah, that looks really nice. Very ideal. Thank you, Greg. When we come back, Caitlin Clark takes the WNBA world by storm. How the Caitlin Clark effect is increasing popularity for the league.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
It's time for your new driveway. Call North Central Paving today for your free estimate and save 10%. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving by May 30th and save 10% off your new driveway.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to plant and grow your dream yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $5 gift card with a $50 Miracle Grow purchase. 2 cubic foot bags of Miracle Grow potting mix, $11.99. Estate lawn or garden fertilizer, $29.99. And with Mother's Day coming up, 4 packs of flowering annuals and vegetables, $2.29. Plus, visit our outdoor garden centers, now open at select Blaine's Farm and Fleet stores.
River Valley has the capabilities of making your current home your dream home. We offer a full suite of bathroom products that are not only maintenance free, but last the test of time. We offer transparency throughout the entire process, from the initial consultation to my installation and then service after the project is completed. There's no better time to get the bathroom remodeled in your home. Contact us today for your free estimate and design consultation.
Planning a home renovation? Save money on demolition and disposal fees by contacting Habitat for Humanity's Reclaim Program. Habitat will remove your cabinets, flooring, windows, appliances, and more for free. Habitat sells reclaimed material at the ReStore rather than sending it to a landfill. To schedule your free reclaim service, go to habitatlacrosse.org/reclaim.
It's time for your new driveway. Call North Central Paving today for your free estimate and save 10%. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving by May 30th and save 10% off your new driveway.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
22-year-old Caitlin Clark making her first appearance as a WNBA player for the Indiana Fever in front of a packed house of fans eagerly waiting to catch a glimpse of the star. Clark is at the forefront of a new wave of interest in women's basketball. Last month's women's national championship game between the University of South Carolina and University of Iowa was the most watched basketball game, including the NBA, since 2019. That same hype following Clark and other top college athletes embarking on their pro careers.
I believe that as the season progresses, we're going to just see a similar major exponential increase in all of these metrics.
WNBA games have long drawn fewer eyes and earned less revenue than games in the NBA. The average yearly salary for WNBA players hovers around $130,000 compared to around $9.5 million in the NBA. But in a sign of changing times, WNBA sales on StubHub have spiked 93% this year compared to the 2023 season. Go them. All right, we're going to have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
There's been a lot of interest these days.
Savers, it's your turn. Let us pique your interest at Park Bank with 4.89 APY on one-year CDs.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank. Member FDIC.
Spring is here, and April showers bring nasty, dirty, clogged, leaking, mosquito-breeding gutters. Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services and Gutter Shutter Gutters, Wisconsin's largest, most durable, clog-free gutter system. Get back to the things that you really enjoy. Hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, being with family and friends, or just playing with your dog. Go get it. Remember, when you think gutters, think Larson Home Services.
I'm Betty Beck from the rural Norwalk area. I'm a Toma Health volunteer and a former employee. I've done gardening for the hospital.
Toma Health is proud to serve our community with help from our dedicated volunteers.
It's not what you say, it's just how you listen. And that, I think, is true through this whole facility.
And I'm happy you gave us a chance to tell you how much we care about Toma Health and what it does for our community.
Toma Health, caring for our community.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Park Bank is working in your best interest, and we have something interesting for you.
There's a lot of interest in our money market accounts at 2.42% APY.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank. Member FDIC. All right, there's your rain chances really ramp up in the morning, but then they tail off towards noon, and we'll still see some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Very spotty hit and miss that could impact the evening commute. But really the morning commute is going to be the one that's going to be impacted the most for everyone. Otherwise, Wednesday does look dry. We kind of cool down with more showers on Thursday, low 60s. We should be in the upper 60s, near 70. But the good news is we do kind of moderate a little bit in those temperatures towards Mother's Day weekend. Hopefully it remains dry on Sunday. Low 70s is kind of where we should be. So that's the good news. But unfortunately, it's going to be a wet morning commute, so just be ready.
Yeah, but those showers are making for some beautiful May flowers. I'm loving it. Thank you for joining us at 5. We'll see you at 6.